Kratz. I am the instructor of the Biochemical Technology class at the Lenawee Intermediate School District's Tech Center. It's really been a pleasure to work with these 4 young individuals over the past 2 weeks. They've done a great job at Anderson Development Company, and I'm going to let them tell you a little bit more about themselves and much more about our challenge.
Hello, my name is Devin Hopkins, and I recently graduated from Tecumseh High School. I plan on attending the University of Toledo in the fall to study chemical engineering.
And my name is Dulce Mendoza. I also currently graduated from Tecumseh High School, and I plan to go to Eastern Michigan University for either graphic design or anthropology.
Hi guys, I'm Hannah Trout, and unlike these guys, I'm still in high school. I am a junior at Clinton High School, and when I graduate, I plan on double majoring in law and engineering.
My name is Alexis Roberts. I also recently graduated from Tecumseh High School, and I plan on pursuing a degree in biomedical sciences.
During our time at the Anderson Development Company, we came up with this slogan. And the slogan goes, linking people to chemistry since 1967. Now, you may not know it, but this is a pun on polymer chemistry due to the linking molecules inside the polymers. And I would like you to look down at your shirts now. You would not have shirts if it were not for chemistry. Think about how you got here today. Probably a car, right? You also would not have cars if it were not for chemistry. Chemistry is all around you.
When we first got to Anderson Development Company, we weren't sure what they did, and we were told that they focused on CASE, which stands for Sealants, Adhesives, Coatings, Adhesives, Sealants, and Elastomers. The objective that we were given was to how to attract more young talent into careers in chemistry.
To achieve this objective, we came up with a marketing plan. This marketing plan includes the 4 Ps, which we use to organize our thoughts. It also includes a SWOT analysis, which shows the company's internal strengths and weaknesses and external opportunities and threats. We put these 2 factors together to create some critical success factors, and these critical success factors are points that are necessary to achieving the objective. For the 4 Ps, we have product, place, price, and promotion. The product, in this case, which is what we were challenged with, is the forms of reaching out and involving the younger generation. The place could be schools, community, or even the internet. The price would vary depending on the types of marketing that the company is willing to implement, whether it be field trips or some other form that we will get into later. And promotion could be through social media, brochures, or posters. In our SWOT analysis, we showed the company's internal strengths, which include the global partnerships, internships, and the fact that it is a community and environmentally friendly company. We also show its weaknesses, which is the little social media presence, the lack of a full-time marketing staff, and the fact that the website is not mobile friendly. The opportunities for the company could include targeting schools, it could include overseas training and internships, the company could involve a marketing internship, and they could also partner with larger companies. The threats would be the large competitors with better distribution, and usually those competitors have overseas training and better websites. Our critical success factors include advertising, public relations, and schools. For advertising, you could have social media or posters and brochures. For public relations, the company could participate in job fairs or community events. And for schools, the company could sponsor field trips. They could include more scholarships and internships, and they could provide hands-on experiments to schools.
So to start out, we conducted a survey through SurveyMonkey, and we shared it to all of our Facebooks, and it was shared through all of our friends and families. And while it was up for the 3 days, we had 53 responses. Granted, not all 53 people answered all the questions, but in average it was 53. We asked questions like, what's your age, your chemistry experience, your knowledge on Anderson Development Company, and the use of social media. So if you want to look up here, starting on page 6, it talks a little bit about the survey, and then if you continue on, it shows all the graphs. So here we asked, have you ever heard of Anderson Development Company? Over 90% have never even heard of them. Do you have an interest in Anderson Development Company? Even though a lot of people didn't even know about Anderson Development, they would like to learn more about them. 19 people said they want to learn more about them. Do you like chemistry? Over 60% said they did, and the people that said they didn't had reasons like, I had bad teaching, I liked it but I wasn't good at it, I never even took chemistry. So there were simple things you can fix. And then what types of social media do you have? Everyone here probably has a phone or a laptop of some sort, and you have social media. So we kind of wanted to see how could Anderson get their word out through social media. 100% of the people said they have a Facebook, and that's no surprise because we shared the survey through Facebook. A lot of people also have Twitter and Instagram. A few even still have MySpace, and a lot more than you think still have LinkedIn and Google+.
Our first critical success factor is advertising. A few days ago, we had the opportunity to go on WLAN and talk about the iChallengeU program and the work we've been doing at the Anderson Development Company. That was aired last night at 6:15 p.m. We recently touched a little bit on the social media. Anderson does have a Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. They do post regularly on Facebook and Twitter, but we think they could improve on their Google+, and LinkedIn. Instagram is very popular these days, but Anderson is a very private company, so we do think that would be less of an advantage for them. Hootsuite for them would be great because it combines all of their social media and they can pre-post anything. We also want to make it a mobile-friendly website because in today's society, we all have smartphones. We use them more than we use laptops, and it's easy handheld and we can take it anywhere. We did make posters that can be turned into flyers if you look to my right. We have one with the Anderson logo and one about careers. We also were able to make a brochure for Anderson. If you look in page 10 of your thing, it is in there. The brochure does talk about the About Us, products, community involvement, and their positives. There's their products, which includes acrylic resins, polyurethanes, boron, and compounds. And they did mention that they are very environmental friendly, such as the payback for education and their hazardous waste days.
Another critical success factor was public relations, and although they do participate in some community events such as Hazardous Waste Day, where they partner up with Locker, and First Robotics, iChallengeU, and Payback for Education, we do think that they would benefit greatly if they partnered up in other projects such as Manufacturing Day, and just partner up with bigger companies that are more well-known, just so that Anderson can be more well-known too. And we also included a list of job fairs and community fairs on page 12, where they could go and set up a job booths kind of like this one, and they could take products that they have and the brochures that we made and even the posters and just show what opportunities they have and what job offers they have, just so that people can know that Anderson does have jobs other than just chemistry, such as marketing, maintenance, safety, and obviously chemistry.
Another critical success factor that was mentioned was schools. Our objective is involving younger talent into careers in chemistry. Well, to do that, we all agreed on day one of this that you gotta start them off when they're really young, like middle school-ish age. And so we were thinking maybe since schools don't get a lot of funding nowadays, Anderson Development Company could give out some sort of mini grants, whether it's for field trips, more class supplies, or even bus expenses. So for field trips, they could either be to Anderson Company or just another hands-on museum chemistry place. So, and another thing we were thinking was guest lectures where employees from different job titles could go and talk and show, even though it's a chemistry company, there's more than just chemists there. So what we started out doing is we went to the LISD Tech Center in Adrian, and we went to a girls' summer camp. We made slime, which is presented in front of you, and we also have a couple samples on the job fair booth. All the girls, it was a girls' class, they made slime, and we had them test with different ratios of water, glue, and borax to see which bounced best, which was stretchy, just to see how the different amounts can change the slime, even just the slightest bit. We got some responses from them, and they were pretty cool. It was, some went like, I had fun, or I like chemistry. Others went more into it, and was like, the glue makes it bouncy, and the water makes it stretchy. So even though they didn't know it, they were chemical engineers for the little bit that we made the slime.
We recently touched on internships and scholarships. Anderson does have internships through University of Toledo, Siena Heights, and Adrian College. We think they should broaden out to other colleges and get their name out, and it gives college students more opportunities to have hands-on experience. We also think that they could broaden out to high schools, especially if they're thinking about a career in it, so then they don't go to college, and if they end up hating it, it's kind of a waste. But we also think that they should do internships in marketing, not just chemistry, because they do have an amazing marketing program at Anderson.
Lastly, we would just like to say thank you to the Anderson Development Company and to the iChallengeU program for allowing us to participate in this event.
I'd like to know, having this experience, what did you know was the difference between this type of project as a team versus one you did maybe just in the classroom?
This project as a team, I think we definitely had to analyze the problem more, whereas in a classroom, they kind of hand you everything you really need to know about it.
I really like the experience of like working with them because we got to put our ideas together and think of which one was better, whereas in a classroom, you get to like work by yourself and you don't get a wide spectrum of ideas because you just have them like yours. And with them, it's cool to see all the different ideas that they have where it's, you put it all together and it's really cool.
I agree with what they were saying. This gave us a lot more hands-on work, like real-world work, instead of being in just like a lab or like a class. It really showed us that we can have a career in chemistry if that's what we want.
I also agree with all of them. It was definitely a new experience for me because my school being so small, we don't do things like this where we have group work. Like Dulce said, we're generally just handed the information and we just do it from there. Starting here, we were given the challenge, but we had to analyze it ourselves and figure out what we actually were being asked to do.